Hey there, everybody. So, today is not a Lego build video. Today is a collection action figure video. We've got some Marvel, some DC, and some My Hero Academia. Don't know why, not really into anime, but I have it. So I guess we'll start off with the My Hero Academia. We got All Might. And these figures have been in boxes for a very long time. There's the All Might figure. The Deku character. And Ida or something. I don't really remember his name. Now that's all three of the MHA characters. Now we get some DC superheroes. So, we got Shazam from the Shazam movie, the first one to be exact, it's from the first movie, not the second movie, even though I don't think his suit really changed that much. But here's the Zachary Levi Shazam. Pretty awesome. And then there's the back of the cape with the gold. We got Gorilla Grodd. Pretty awesome figure. He's got all that golden armor. Arms go pretty much just up and down. And he's able to move the arms left and right a little bit. It can move. And the legs. Looks like they don't move that much, even though it has the little part for it to move. Okay, yeah, it can. Just took a little while. Then we got CW's Supergirl, which is one of my favorite Supergirls because I just enjoyed the show. And I had Martian Manhunter, which he's not in much media besides the comics and animated TV shows. Now I got two different versions of Superman. I got this one. Not sure why I got it, but I got it. And I got this Superman, which is way better. And he does not have the Superman trunks, the classic red trunks, but there's multiple different Superman suits that are still good suits, so. Now we got Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot version, to be exact, and she's pretty awesome. Front, back, got the lasso of truth, and somewhere in here is the lasso of truth, but it's just a part of it that goes on her belt right there. And then I got the Flash. I believe this might be New 52, but I do not remember. And pretty cool. It's an old figure because there were wings on his head, but they fell off, I guess, and lost him because I have no clue where they are. Now I get one of the coolest figures, John Stewart Green Lantern. I take the extra pieces off to show him without the pieces. Okay. So here's John Stewart without all those translucent green pieces to show that he's battle ready. Front, back. Now I'm gonna put those pieces back on. So got this little kind of like chest plate, I guess. This, I guess, jetpack. Just clips into the back there, and then we got his giant blaster. Got it. And then there he is. Pretty awesome. And now we have Hawkman, which, in my opinion, Hawkman is way better than Hawkgirl. And I watched the new Superman movie. I enjoyed it, but I do not like the Hawkgirl in that movie. I only like Hawkgirl from the animated Justice League. Because that's how you do Hawkgirl. I mean, they even did Hawkgirl in the CW. That was even better than this one. And Hawkman in the Black Adam movie, which that movie is not that good. And that Hawkman wasn't that bad either. Here's his wings. In the back. They can move in certain directions. Now making him fly. Fly into battle. Now, yeah, this is one of the only Batmans I have in the collection that I found. Not really my favorite design, but I got it at my first Comic-Con convention. And it's one of those weird figures who only moves like that. Nothing too special about him. He's got some kind of breathing device. He's probably, if I were to guess, in like the Arctic, because this suit looks like he would be using a heat suit to stay warm and not get cold and stuff. Then we got Harley Quinn. This was in the same set that I got the Batman, this one, with. And this hammer is the heaviest part about her. With that hammer, she just falls over. And then I also got the Joker with that. So there's the Joker, Harley Quinn, and Batman. And that was all in the same box set. trying to clear some room for the camera. Oh, and for the MHA, we got some extra pieces. So here's All Might's hands. Just like just palms, I guess. And then there's the Ida, I think. I can't remember his name. Head, and here's his hands. Basically gripping hands, but he did not have any accessories with him besides those extra hands. Here's Deku's hands, and he didn't have anything to go with him either. There's his head. And that's all for the MHA characters. And I'm going to check the second box because I believe I have more DC, but I do not remember. Yeah, from the boxes I got, I have one more DC figure. The name's Deathstorm. It's a multiverse version of Firestorm. And, well, as you can see, the arm broke off. And I just haven't fixed it. I'm not exactly sure how to fix it either. I'm putting all those figures back in the box, and then I'm going to show the rest of the figures. Oh, also here's the lasso for Wonder Woman. It just attaches to the back. And they had stands for the DC figures. That's all it is. Just to let the figures stand on their own. Also, the Green Lantern, the John Stewart Green Lantern, had a special one to make him look like he's flying. Now, putting all the DC figures back in, so I can show the Marvel figures. Same with the MHA, getting that space. So, the first figure from that box, let's say it's Loki. Loki from the TVA Loki Disney Plus series. Pretty good face sculpt. Looks exactly what he wore. And the back says Variant. I don't remember if he had any accessories. Also, in this bag is that one arm for the character that I have not fixed yet. I just don't know how to fix it. Looking in the bag of extra pieces I have, I don't see anything for him. So, I guess he doesn't. I don't know. And then we got Comic Vulcan. His wings are not on the figure, so I'm going to get that out right now. Almost there. Sometimes it's hard to get the older pieces back in because these have been in a box for a long time because they've been packed up and all that. Alright, so we got the comic suit Valken. Probably my favorite Valken suit because I grew up on Avengers Assemble and Marvel's Earth's Mightiest Avengers, Mightiest Heroes. So I grew up with a lot of the comic version of the heroes. And then later, the MCU also. So, pretty good character there. And we got White Suit Vision from WandaVision. I don't remember why I got this character. I think it was because I needed a piece from him to complete a wave of a Build-A-Figure. And Avengers Vision is not my favorite character in Marvel. I don't care too much about him. But in the movie, The Next Avengers of Tomorrow or something, I did like Vision there. And then I got two characters that I do not know the name of. These two characters. If you know the name of them, put it down in the comments down below. Okay. And this character right here has, looks like, some extra pieces. Yeah. Looks like he has extra hands. Two of them just for gripping, one for the fist. And then I believe he had a blaster. Nope. And another fist. I think this was his blaster, but I really don't remember. Because he's been packed up so long and I don't know the character, so I don't know much about it. But I believe that was his blaster. And then I believe this green dude also had a blaster too. And I just found a couple extra hands that he has. Just one gripping and then a second fist hand. And I think this one was his blaster. Pretty much the same as that blaster, but in the black color instead of the red color. Now let's go on to Ultron. So, this is Comic Ultron, and they did Ultron in the MCU. Not my favorite. I liked him more in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But I guess that's because I grew up with that. There he is. Pretty awesome. And pretty sure that's all his accessories was that little thing that goes in his mouth to show the fire. And if that wasn't, it would just be these extra hands. Now we got some metal girl. Don't really know. But there's this character. Could be a Ultron variant, but I have no clue. Then let's do King the Conqueror. So here's King. Then all he has is a couple extra hands and this bigger blaster. If I can get it on to show you. Yeah, got it. Okay. So he has that bigger blaster there. That's all he has besides his extra hands. And then we got Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel. And she has a couple extra hands. Nope, not that one. So many extra hands on this table. Okay, I think I found them. So we got a gripping hand, which she didn't have any accessories, so not sure why. Then two like high five hands and an extra fist hand. Then there's her with the mask, helmet, cowl, whatever you want to call it. And then here she is, just normal, no helmet, mask, cowl, any of that. Okay, now I'm gonna save the best for last, and we got. Oh, I could have sworn he had a shield. I guess not. We got U.S. Agent, and used to not like him, but then I watched the Thunderbolts movie, and not that bad of a character. I like him. He has a blaster in his holster, but don't remember if I can get that out or not. Guess not. Oh well. Here he is. Pretty cool character. It's the MCU version, but he's still a great character. Now, one of the coolest figures, not the same brand or same way of making figures. I've got Stan Lee. The one and only Stan Lee. And this is made as like the classic just doll type of figure, but it's still a pretty awesome figure. The shoes even come off. That's how you know it's a old figure. Because most of the Build-A-Figures and that I like and all that, they don't come off like that. Now I'm gonna put those figures back in the box so I could show the rest of the Marvel figures. Now I'm leaving the extra pieces on the table because I know for sure that a lot of the extra pieces are for people in the next box. I'm just going to get the people out and then I'm going to show you. Okay. Now, who do I want to start with? guess I'll start with one of my favorite characters. So we got Bucky Barnes from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV series. Oh, I didn't put Kenny back. Okay, and his accessories is this extra hand, which is pretty cool. And I don't remember exactly what he came with. I think he had... Oh yeah, the Supergirl figure also came with these extra hands. Don't remember if I showed that or not. I think that's it for Bucky. But since I believe Bucky should have the shield and not Sam Wilson Captain America, I always just give Bucky the shield. There you go. The real Captain America besides Steve Rogers. And now we got another version of Iron Man. Oh, I haven't even showed Iron Man yet. Don't remember what repulsors blast he came with, so I'm just gonna put a random one on. So we got this Iron Man right here. I think that's like Invincible Iron Man or something like that. And there's... Oh wait, that's not the head for this one. Well, there's one Iron Man shown. Let's do the other Iron Mans. So here's another one. I think this is like stealth suit. And honestly, I have no clue which pulsar blaster it is because I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the same color, so I'm not really sure. But I believe that's a self suit. Head pops off, and then if I can get it on. Man, it really does not want to go on. Got it. The helmet. And that's 2 Iron Mans done. Then we got this Iron Man. And it's translucent. Don't know what mark this is. What mark suit version this is. But here it is. Translucent blue. And looks like 1 extra hand piece, which is a fist. So that's 3 Iron Mans done. Now we got 1 more Iron Man right here. And this was from that Avengers game. And he has 2 extra hands. Just fists. Same with that dark blue Iron Man. Just some extra fist hands. And the head comes off. That's where the head I was going to show on the wrong character. On the wrong Iron Man suit, I guess. Comes in. Here it is. And that's based off the Marvel Avengers video game. Also, here's another Captain America. This is also from the Marvel Avengers video game. This is a black suit. Not sure why he wore it, but there's another version of Captain America. We got one of the worst knockoff Iron Man characters in Marvel, Ironheart. A very boring character. That was the head. There's an extra head for the helmet. I believe these, well, a couple of these blue repulsor blaster pieces, I believe that was hers. At least some of them, because I think a lot of them were for those other Iron Mans. So, there's that. She also came with these gray, like, whirlwind pieces. Not sure why. Oh well, you get the gist. It just goes in her arm like that. Jeez, the hand is stuck in there. Okay. Now let's do one of the only Thors I have. I just saw Mjolnir. Okay, there it is. I don't think he has any extra accessories or anything besides this odd looking Mjolnir. So here is Thor. This is the only version I got. I think it's like Unworthy Thor or something around that era. Not really sure. But I remember seeing something like this in one of the Avengers animated movies that I liked. Pretty cool figure. Then we got Baron Zemo, also from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We got the book that probably turned Bucky Barnes into Winter Soldier. And I think he has the golden blaster, I believe. And he also has an extra head. To be the Baron Zemo, of course. Pretty cool. Now, since we're on the Falcon and Winter Soldier kick, I'm going to do that version of Falcon. So, here's the Falcon. This shield came from the one with the Marvel Avengers video game. Then we got the wings. And these wings are going to be big. I'm not seeing the piece I need for him. Oh, that's weird. Oh, also these extra hands were for that one red and gold Iron Man. Weird. There's a piece that's supposed to connect to it, and you'll get the full thing. I'm not seeing it, but here's Valken with one of the full wings. Then here's the other part. It goes up like that. Then there's a piece in the middle that connects to it, but I'm not finding it. And that piece looks like this. Just not sure where it is, because I'm pretty sure I got it. Also, he has a thing on the back to connect his drone that flies with him. If I can figure out the spot that the part on the back goes in. Got it. Okay. And that just... Dang it. That looked like it was going to go in. Okay. Just like that. Just flies around with him. Well, since I can't show you the full wings attached, because I'm not sure where that piece is, I'll just show you this part right here. The extra part of wings that's not expanded. Okay, now we got Light Star, something like that. I don't remember her name, but she has some of those like extra pieces that the other character with the yellow hands had. There she is. And there is a couple figures to build one Build-A-Figure. Don't remember exactly the characters it was, but I know for sure this was one of them. Ursula Major. He's a Russian dude who can turn into a bear form, which is pretty awesome. I think those figures were maybe the Falcon and the Winter Soldier figures. This figure and a couple of those other Marvel ones I showed before, like Loki, Kang, Ultron. Not sure who the actual ones are, but it was some figures because I mostly just collect the Build-A-Figure type figures. And then this one, I believe, was from all the Marvel Avengers video game, and this Thor, all those figures, I believe. It's Joe Fixit Hulk. Not my favorite Hulk, but at least I got a Hulk. And arms move up and down, side to side. Legs move too. Just with the whole jacket thing, it takes away the movement and posability a little bit. So I'm going to start putting some of those back. Oh, also for the Falcon, Captain America, Sam Wilson Falcon version, there's this piece right here. It connects to the back of him and allows him to look like he's flying. I'm just going to get those out of the way. The before I show the next really cool figure I got. Also, I have this extra leg that's for Crimson Dynamo. Don't remember what figure that was, but I was not able to complete that wave because I was only able to find one character from that. And getting all the extra accessories, helmets, pieces, all that. Getting all the pieces from Falcon, comic version. Hammer, Mjolnir, and the shield. Extra leg. Alright. Now, we're here for one of the coolest figures I got. So, this is my first ever Wolverine. It's the Fox X-Men Logan Wolverine. And if you watch the SemoCon video, this is what I was dressed up as, pretty much. Well, minus the flannel, dark red, purple, almost, shirt under. Pretty cool. Got the claws. I believe he has extra hands, but I don't remember, because this was not one of those normal Build-A-Figure characters. This was just a separate figure itself. There's the Screamin' Battle Ready version. And then we got the I'm not even sure if it's on, but there it is. The Storm, not really Screamin' Battle Ready, but still ready for battle. Wolverine head there. And now, I have one more Fox character, so I'm going to leave Wolverine out for a little bit, so I can show both of them. That was not good. Okay. So now I'm just getting all the X-Men collection I have out. To show them. Because I was going to do like a just Marvel collection, then a DC collection. But I decided, why not just do all of them in one video? So, got all the figures. So the two Fox X-Men I got is Mystique and Wolverine. Those are the two only Fox X-Men I have. I'm gonna put his Wolverine claws into the bag just because don't want them getting damaged because they're already damaged enough. They don't want them getting any worse. Okay, so I guess he's not going to have any hands for a while. Now, most of these figures are Age of Apocalypse, which I do like that wave. I just don't really like the suits as much, because I'm more of the classic 90s Jim Lee version. And here's Gambit from that series of, well, that era of the X-Men. I mean, he's got a bow staff, but he has the exact hand that he would be throwing his throwing cards with. But I don't see any throwing cards included with this Gambit, so why would that hand be included at all? And since we're on the Age of Apocalypse wave, let's do the rest of the Age of Apocalypse figures. We got Shadowcat. I don't know much of her stories. I only really know the beginning when she joined the X-Men in the black and yellow suit. That's really the only suit I liked, because I don't know, I just don't like it when they change the suit sometimes. Like, my favorite Wolverine suit's probably just the classic blue and yellow. Then I like the blue and the yellow and brown. And the Fox X-Men one, of course. And I also like that Age of Apocalypse one just because how different it is from all the rest. Because somehow his hand does not fully grow back. I don't know how, but that is crazy. And then we got one of the characters, Marrow. She has 2 bone swords. I'm not sure where the other one went. It was stuck on Fabian Cortez, something like that. He has an odd name that I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Okay. Marrow. She's a pretty cool character. She can, like, mess with your bone marrow and stuff. She's pretty cool color for the costume. Alright, next figure is Cyclops from Age of Apocalypse. I kind of know the story, but not fully. Like, I don't know why a lot of the costumes changed and stuff. I just know that they fight Apocalypse in a different dimension or something like that. And different timeline, I believe. And he gets some weird robotic arm and stuff. So I'm guessing his arm probably was lasered off or something like that. Then we got another version of Wolverine. Some people say it's Ultimate Suit Wolverine, and then others say it's Extreme, but I'd say Extreme just because that's what it said on the box, and I don't really know too much about it, so I'm just sticking with the Extreme version. These claws are very good. They have not gotten destroyed like the Fox X-Men one did, so that's pretty good. Now, I'm showing Fabian Cortez. Whoops, could have sworn that was connected correctly. Because all you do is push it in. Not much of anything for you to do. Okay. Fabian Cortez. I think his power is energy absorption or something. I don't really remember. He was in the like first season of the X-Men 90s animated show, I believe. And he betrayed Magneto. That's all I really remember. Okay, so here's the Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler. Pretty much his classic suit, but in like a X-Force design. And he has his cutlass. And then let's get out some of these extra pieces. If you watch the other X-Men collections, where it was just showing the GameStop figures I have gotten, there's this extra arm from Mystique to show her shape-shifting from human form and back. There's an extra hand for her. Then for Wolverine, the extreme version, he has this like high-five version, 2 fists, and 1 pointing version, like he's pointing to trouble. Then here's this other Nightcrawler head, just for not screaming battle damage version. Battle ready, I mean. Because, well, both of them will battle damage with that scar on his head. And he also has a couple extra pieces. He has 1 fist piece, and 2, well, 1 kind of high-fiving, I guess, and then 1 kind of gripping onto a ledge, I guess. Then 2 extra fist pieces for Gambit. Then there's a character with blue hands. 2 hands from Arrow, 1 like a karate chop and 1 a fist. These ones drop, but they're Gambits. They're just 2 fists. This one is Fabian Cortez, basically a grabbing hand. And this is a gripping hand, which he doesn't have any accessories except for those fire pieces, so I'm not sure why it would have that. Then here's the last figure for the Age of Apocalypse wave that I have. It's the Build-A-Figure, Colossus. Just the torso and the leg. That's all I was able to find. To complete that wave, I need Husk and Cyclops, I think. Actually, no. To complete that wave, I need Sabretooth, Rogue, Iceman, and Legion. And then I would get that Magneto also, just because I don't have a Magneto. I was thinking of a different wave that I'm trying to collect also. I was thinking of the Nemesis wave, because for that one I just need Husk and Cyclops right there. But besides that, we got Deadpool. Pretty awesome. The Merc with a mouth. And you got your blasters, your katanas, and the little other tool down there. And this is the, I guess you can say Fox X-Men, but it was his own movie, the Deadpool movies, which him in his own movies was way better than him in the Fox X-Men movies, because they just kind of ruined the Deadpool character. His character didn't make any sense. Like, at first he was alright, he was cool, then they changed him dramatically, and he couldn't talk, and he had, like, Cyclops, Optic Blast, Nightcrawler's BAMF power, Wolverine's claws, but they were swords instead of claws. And that character was just crazy. So there's Deadpool, and then I have, well, 2 Build-A-Figures from that one. Here's one of them. This is the Nemesis figure. I got one hand, well, one arm, 2 extra hands, one grabbing and one fist hand. Both legs, the little jetpack piece, and the dome around the head. So all I would need is the left arm and the torso. That's all I would need. Also, I have Banshee and his cool comic book. Giant size X-Men. Goodbye, everybody. Remember, like and subscribe to not miss another awesome video. Keep those post notifications on. Share to your friends, and goodbye. And remember, the proposal